All right, Tracy, we're here. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to my home.
Yes,
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
You're
it's
welcome
gorgeous
anytime.
here in Laguna Beach, California. Got the view behind us.
Man, this place is beautiful. I love it. It's like art everywhere in here.
yeah.
I like it.
You
And then the
know,
view, you can't beat this.
It's
Look
like
at
you're
that.
on vacation every day.
Exactly.
You want to create a life where you have on vacation every day. You don't have to wait for Sunday, Saturday,
Every
the
day,
weekends.
Saturday and
Every
Saturday.
day,
Every
is
day is
the
a
weekend.
vacation
And
day.
every
There you
day
go.
vacation. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, we
Yep.
walked in. Your husband's by the pool, and then you're up here doing your thing. And yeah, it's a beautiful home. Well, thank you for having us, for sure.
You're
Thank
welcome
You. Yeah.
anytime.
Well,
Well, it's a beautiful day today too.
it is.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it
Yeah.
is.
You guys actually brought the sun here today because yesterday,
It's only gloomy a little bit, huh?
was gloomy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, that's fine.
So thank you.
Yeah, of course, of course. No, Tracy, well, tell us a little bit about yourself. I mean, we see a lot of the photography out in here, and then a lot of fashion and whatnot. I see
Right.
some of the clothes kind of, hung on the
But
rail
yeah,
over
that
there.
one
yeah.
of the custom made skirt I'm making for a customer. She's gonna go on stage to perform some music.
Okay, so do you custom make clothes, right?
We normally don't.
Don't. Okay.
We normally do more like a mass production.
Yeah.
But time to times when we have good client that say, make us a dress or a skirt or a special event,
Special
Right.
requests.
we do it just because they've been good customer.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But we normally do more mass production.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have fun with those customizations? You get a little, get
I
creative
do like
a
the
little more.
challenge.
Yeah.
When you do something repeating over again, it's kind of after
Yeah.
a while you kind of like I need some challenge.
Yeah.
I need something
A
different.
little diversity.
So because every time we custom make something, it take a few time to have the it fit right. So when we do something that we normally don't do, it takes us longer, and it takes a few time for them to come in to try it on, and then finally third or fourth time they fit. But I love it because
Yeah.
it's kind of go out of the routine a little bit.
The norm
Yeah.
of just
Yeah.
well, how does it go? Let's see. So you have your custom jobs sometimes, and then the regular stuff you do as well.
Yeah,
so
the
how's-
regular we do
how's it-
every season.
Yeah, how's that
right?
work? So it's just
Yeah, so the regular we just have 4 collection a year. So every collection, it's like either spring, summer, winter, and then sometimes we have winter, fall. Sometimes we have, like a special limited
right,
edition.
limited edition.
Gotcha.
So it depends. So sometimes we have special collection just for Halloween.
Halloween,
you
right?
know.
Yeah. I'm wearing some Halloween shoes right now. You see the mummies in the back? Yeah, I had
Right.
to wear
You
October
see the
1st.
spider
Yeah,
out
it's
there this morning?
starting, right.
Yeah.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, and then custom made. Once in a while, we'll have good customer come in, and we go, I would like to custom make something for a special event, and I like to take on the challenge. It's not something we normally do, but as a designer, we like to create something, and I
Yeah.
love what I do.
Right.
So I would go, yeah, I'll take a look into it. I'll create something for you. It's not what I do
All the time,
normally,
right?
Like on the
yeah,
regular,
but
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so for your collections or your seasons, do you have a team that you work with to design everything, or how do you go about
So we do have school intern from school, from
Okay, yeah.
art school, and they will come up with new design. I like new ideas, so they always come up with new
new
ideas.
creative ideas?
And
right?
then we sit together and we talk about it and what work, what not gonna work. And I love to work with them because they're
That's cool.
young.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
movie Cruella?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah,
That's what I'm remembering right now. Like I see her walking into her office, and all the interns are just there with their designs. Like
Right.
this is what I have. Is it something like that? That
Yeah.
kind of.
So we have intern, and I love young generation because the
Yeah.
way they think different.
A little bit more creative.
different than me, right? Because I'm 20 years older than them, so my vision could be different. And then now you guys so good at social media, so they like sometimes more advanced than me. You know, the way they think, they see more thing out there on social media.
Just brings a
and
different dynamic.
So they have different look, different ideas, and it's good. They bring those to the table, and then we sit down, we talk. So we have like an older generation, a younger generation.
And
So
combine the two, and there you go.
combine two, so it's fun.
That's
Love
a good mix, though. You know, mix
Because
all worlds.
My client, you know, could be from 27 to 60.
Yeah.
It's a broad.
Very broad.
Yeah. So I mean, what I like or what I think look nice could be for someone at, 40, 50, something. But what they see at their younger generation at 20 something
might be a little
so it's
different,
always good to combine it, the
Yeah.
ideas together.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
yeah.
Well, we've known each other for years, through mutual people. But I remember, God, it's been honestly like almost probably 9-10 years. I remember that a girl I was dating at the time, I bought one of your dresses for her.
Right. Not for you, though.
Not for me.
I hope not. Jesus. Some of you got to tell me, Tyler?
But
He tried it
yeah,
on.
oh,
He
man.
tried it on.
yeah, I tried it on before I gave it to her.
She
you know.
tried on.
This guy.
But you've been doing it for so long. Like,
For
so
so
how'd
long.
you get started in, the clothing design business, and kind of what prompted that? And
So I grew up. My dad is an artist, so he oil painting on canvas.
okay, and you said you're
Like-
from Vietnam.
Yeah, my great grandfather, he passed away, and he's was a great painter at the time too, and he used to paint for the king and the queen in
Really?
Vietnam.
Oh,
So
wow.
there's a Nguyen dynasty, and so they was doing painting there, and so my whole entire family is
So from childhood,
artists.
you were kind of around that.
So
then.
yeah, I grew up. My dad, he's a painter, and my mom, she actually had a textile company in Vietnam. So I grew up, at 6, 7. I'm always using extra fabric to make
whatever.
clothes for the dolls, and I had
Love
so
it.
much fun with it. I had so much fabrics, and I even make clothes for myself. And my mom was like,
Really?
"Yeah."
How young
I even
were you?
start, hand sew.
Yeah, hand
In
sewing.
Vietnam.
What
Yeah.
age were you when you kind of?
7.
Like
Wow.
7 years old.
Yeah.
No way.
When you have a talent, sometimes you start pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like someone taught me. I just kind of.
We were talking about that with the coffee maker we saw in your kitchen. Yeah, it's a
You have
natural
to
talent,
have
right? Yeah.
natural talent. So I started doing it, and my mom was like, "Well, you're not gonna grow up and be a fashion designer. You should be a lawyer,
A lawyer,
or
a
the
doctor,
attorney."
yeah. That's funny.
So I came here, and I think I was inspired by my dad. He's a great artist, and he's 84 now, but he's still painting.
Nice.
That's amazing.
He's still So my mom, so I grew up, and like mom say, you can't go to fashion school. So I graduated with a business degree, and then I got into real estate for 10 years in 2008.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
man,
know.
yeah.
Market.
That all
Everyone
happened.
get out.
Unfortunately.
Everyone get out,
Yeah.
including myself.
Okay.
But 2005, before that whole market crash, I
Right.
met a friend, and she's her background was working for Guess. So we were talking about clothing, and she was like, let's start something, for fun, our hobby.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I always love fashion. So now
Yeah.
that it's brought back, like I always wanted to
Brought
be
back
in
your
fashion, but
childhood.
then
Yeah.
I
That
never
passion.
got a
Yeah.
chance, right? I never went to school, so I go, yeah, and I make decent money to start a business. So I'm like, yeah, let's start something. I was still in the mortgage business, and so we started something in 2007, but it did not work out because partnership was hard. She had
Right.
different vision, I had different vision, and when you had two different vision, the brand look kind of a little
Looks
confusing.
Yeah.
different. Okay.
Yeah, right. You have one.
Yeah,
You know,
just I get it.
this
Yeah,
style.
super
When
rock
you do
star,
a brand,
Latino.
you
Exactly.
when people look at your brand, they go, "Oh, that's Tracy Nguyen collection." But if they go, "Who make that?"
Yeah,
then
That's a problem.
yeah. So it didn't work out. And 2008, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna focus on this
Yourself.
alone, by myself, and I did. It
Were you
was tough
scared?
at the
Was
beginning.
that scary?
Everything
Yeah.
new and scary, but people always say, do what really scare you.
That's
Yeah.
so true. That's how you grow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you do what you're scared of, you're no longer scared of it,
Yeah.
and then you look for something else, and you just
Right.
continue to just grow.
But if you
right?
don't really do that, then you never know what on the other side,
I
right?
agree.
So of course, at the beginning, it was a lot of unknown,
Yeah.
right? So
Taking that
you don't
risk.
know who's gonna buy your clothes. You don't know if you're gonna do well, but because you so passionate about it, I was so passionate about it. So I were able to get over that hump and continue to knock on every single store and present my clothes to, not only I design the clothes, but I have to go and see all the store and the owner and
To
convince
sell
them.
to sell to them, right?
Yeah, and show them the
So you were
piece
just
and-
knocking on shops' doors?
So
Yeah.
is that how you started?
I
Yeah?
just got
Okay.
on. I knew a good amount of.
You had a
boutiques.
network.
You know how women would shop.
Oh, okay. So you've been at the
We
stores
We
before,
shop
yeah,
and well, I first shop. Well, I was 26 when 25. Then I shop, and then I realized there's something missing from this party clothing world, because you come in and you see one or two brand that sell sexy dresses, but not many options.
Right.
So every week I come into the store and I'm like, man, I'm wearing that already. I already bought
There's something
that.
similar,
I'm like the same brand every week I'm wearing, and I'm like, oh, there have to be more options.
Let me
for
help these
sexy
people out.
dresses, right?
Women love options.
Well, back
with
in the day,
clothes.
remember, there's no social media. There's
Yes.
no online. There's only boutique store, department store. And so I came home and I said, I'm going to start a sexy clothing line dress, but good quality
Right.
type, not cheap stuff.
Right.
And then I came up with that and the collection, and I presented to the store. And the first store was in Newport Beach,
Newport Beach. Right.
Fashion Island. Then the second store was in Rodeo Drive, and then we keep expanding. And
Little by little,
so
huh?
now our best territory is Miami.
You know what's funny?
Always
Literally,
reverts to
him and
Miami.
I were looking at your website and looking through the dresses, and they're really sexy dresses. And we were just thinking,
So
this is such a
everyone was
Miami
like,
vibe. Yeah.
there's a small niche for it, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't have a lot. Back in the day, we didn't have a lot of competition
Yeah.
because everyone go, well, we prefer something people buy to wear daily.
More conservative
but
and
not
reserved. And
sexy dresses. How many people are gonna wear sexy dresses? Because not everyone have that sexy body. Because
Right.
people think you have to have sexy body to wear the sexy dresses. But look at now in these days when you open up social media,
Right.
what do you see? Every single girl wears sexy dresses,
Yeah.
right?
I like it.
Every single
I
girl.
like
You
it.
were ahead of the market back
yeah,
then.
so back in the day, if they laugh at me, they go, "Oh, who wear those dresses, right? Who wear those styles?" But now you open up social media, it's like every single girl. Yeah, you
That's
see on there
funny,
with
yeah.
sexy style, right?
yeah.
So yeah, that was 14 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Love
cool.
it.
Yeah. No, they definitely have like a sex appeal to them.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the
I mean,
dresses are
who at
nice.
60
They're good
want to
style.
wear 60-year-old clothes?
Yeah,
That's
that's right. That's crazy.
60 is a new, I say 40.
Yeah.
60 is a new 30.
I told my boyfriend, I'm like, 60 is a new 40.
Yeah.
I'm 40, so I'm a new 20.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
So do you have stores in like different places,
So
or is
we
it all
have
online based? Or?
We have boutique. We don't have a flagship store for us, but we have boutique that carry our client.
Your brand.
Constant. Yeah, we mainly
Got
focus
it.
online
Got it.
for now for us, and
course.
then we resell to boutiques, and but right now because online business is so huge now. So we mainly focus on online.
Yeah, online's
now.
really
Yeah,
growing and
everyone
taking off.
buying online.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep. Different 14 years ago, different than 14 years later.
But you adapted to the times, and you stuck
we
with the
have to,
internet.
that
and
part of owning business, you have to cope with the change, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
You either get with it or
who
you get lost.
knows,
You know?
15 years later, something else going to come up, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
You just have to see what, getting popular.
So you're pretty good at kind of foretelling that everything was going to kind of be online now, how we are now. How do you think it's going to be in the future? Like virtual, like people are going to be trying on
No,
with like
you always have to constantly, like,
try to stay ahead.
trying to stay ahead. You always have to see what out. That's why I love to work with intern, because they are very ahead.
The vision.
Then I would ask them question. What popular out there?
What's
Yeah.
what's up? What's going on?
Going on? You know
Exactly.
who's popular?
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah. What's the new
Yeah, what
trend?
the new trend?
Any new social medias or different types of posts and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I
right?
ask my niece all the time, like, what she's super, like, she's just turned 18, and I see her very fashionable.
Nice.
I'm like, where'd you get that top?
You have to bring her onto the
Why do
team.
you guys like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, how do you get your hair that way?
Yeah, she has
she's
her ear
like
close
really.
to the street. you
Yeah,
know?
yep, younger generation.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
with your social media, back to that, that's kind of when it came out, like you said, being ahead of the game, so to speak. I feel like you took advantage of that. So how did you grow your online presence, especially like with social media? Like how did that all work?
So social media now is like, you can present it to the, like, nationwide, right?
The world.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everywhere. Back in the day, if you have a magazine, it's basically, if you do LA magazine, then it's just LA, right?
That's true.
Orange
Yeah,
County, then
yeah.
just
Yeah.
Orange County. But now you just post a photo and
Goes everywhere.
worldwide, everyone could see it, right? So that's an advantage of entrepreneur now, or any business, that you can present it to the world. But not everyone, just like when you have a store, they always say location, 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 right? Well, yeah, you have social media, but how do you get people pay attention to your social media?
Yeah.
You have to have interesting contents,
Right.
right? If you keep posting the same thing every day, they go, but sometimes you have to be creative. Social media is just like creating a dress, right? So you have to be creative and post interesting contents. In my
Right,
in our
yeah,
case,
yeah.
sexy
Yeah.
girl.
I know. I see it all the time.
Yeah, sexy girl, sexy model. No,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I hate to say, sex sells. You know, yeah,
yeah,
really
yeah,
does.
sex
Yeah, it
appeal
has to
always.
look
it
appealing.
catches the
Yeah.
eye right away.
Yeah.
But that too, because when we were in Miami, I don't know, was that last year or something? But you, that was kind of what I was getting at. Is you were reaching out and still do, I imagine, and your team does, reaching out to photographers, models, and saying, "Hey, here's our dresses.
Influencer.
Yeah, would
To
you like to be a
give-
part?" So is that kind of how you grew your own social, is reaching out to these people that had a little bit of influence and kind of going from
Yes,
there?
of course. You do need influencer. You uh, collab. I can't say that.
Collaborate.
Or
Collaborating, that
collab.
word. That I
Yeah.
yeah. So I would call them, and they would we would send them dresses, and they would post it for us, and that how they brought that more
Following
follower to our
your brand.
social media. And over time, you'll also do YouTube,
Of
TikTok.
course,
To
all
get
of them.
Are you on YouTube and TikTok and all those other
We
ones?
on YouTube, TikTok. We it's not really our clientele on TikTok. We on there, but we're not really active on TikTok. It's more for younger generation on TikTok.
But the younger like the sexy dresses.
Right. But it's a different niche.
Yeah.
Right. So
can see
there are
that.
sexy dresses for younger, but like I say, our niche is from like 29, 27 to 60.
I would say maybe even a little
And
younger than that. Yeah.
The TikTok more younger. I see more
Yeah.
younger
Yeah.
than 27. So not really our niche, but we're on there. But we're not.
I would.
We are on
I
there.
would.
We're on there, but we're not too
That's focused on
active.
it.
Yeah. So your main is like what?
Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
Well, those two are linked
Yeah,
up
kinda
anyway.
combined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those YouTube is always good.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we used to be on YouTube, we have a channel of all
Yeah.
these housewives wearing our
Really?
dresses and celebrity that go to the red carpet. So we still have
Love
those
that.
on there.
Okay.
YouTube really a good marketing tool.
Absolutely.
So these
the
OC
brand.
housewives around here wear your dresses, huh?
Yes, yes, not just around here, but even in New York,
Okay, yeah.
Beverly Hills, all over. And we have celebrity that wear our dress to the red carpet events. We have show people from different type of shows call us and wear our dress on stage. Yes, many different occasions too.
So do you work with them like directly, these celebrities and people on TV
most of
shows,
them
or is it
have
more your team?
stylish- Most
or
of them have the
them?
stylist
Okay.
contact us and pick out the clothes for them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, most of them have the stylists that style them.
Have you ever worked with the celebrities though? I know they usually have
I
stylists,
work
but
with directly with Vivica Fox.
really,
Yes, she was on a few talk shows, so I worked directly with her. She's super nice.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Like one of the nicest
that's
celebrity
nice,
I
that's
ever
cool.
met. Yeah,
Very
really.
cool, Fox, that's
Yeah,
cool.
this is fun. Not only you creating dresses, but then you get to meet many different people, celebrities, stylish, normal clients. It's fun. It's a fun job for me because
Yeah.
that's what I love to do. I love people and I love creating clothes and I love to, see the girls in my dresses.
Yeah.
When we go out, they always go, "Oh, let's wear Tracy's dresses." I'm like, "Oh, that's nice."
Yeah,
you
it
know,
makes
we
you feel
always
good.
take photos.
Yeah.
And
That's pretty cool. All wear
and then
them together
sometimes you go out and then you sit there at the bar and then you see a girl walk by
with your dress.
in my dress, and I'm like, oh, nice.
Hold on. Let me take a picture of you. Right?
Is that kind of surreal when you see that though? I mean, now since you've been doing it a while, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you said, it's your passion. So
Yeah, and you know, we have people email us and say, "Oh my gosh, love this collection. You know, I love your dresses," and we see repeating client. So that make me happy, and that's kind of motivate me to continue.
Do you show your mom those emails? Hey, mom, I know you wanted me to be a lawyer, but I made it. You know.
You know, it's a different culture.
Right.
Asian, we don't really discuss much of our daily life.
Okay.
We sit down, we just eat
Eat and
a lot of food.
talk
We get
about-
together
yeah.
and we eat more than we talk about.
Oh man, I'm jealous. I gotta come.
We just
Yeah.
yeah, every time we get together, more food, and we don't really talk about. But I'm sure she's noticed, you know, that I, you know, doing this for a long
she's for
time.
sure.
So
and
she's
super
Absolutely
successful.
proud.
yeah, she's. I'm sure she proud of what I do because every time I see her, she's like, show me. We're talking about the dress that I make, so maybe she'll notice, and she's that's what she asked me a question. Oh, I like the dress on this girl.
Yeah.
You know, the fabric
okay,
look
yeah.
good.
Right.
Yeah, but we don't really talk about detail about my work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's noticing though, so that's good.
Right,
you know?
right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, different generation.
Right.
You know, in their eyes, they look at things differently.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get it. I totally understand.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, do what you love, and you'll be so good at
Do
it.
you see yourself hopping into designing men's clothing as well, or just maybe, or have you ever thought about it? Or
I've
been asked?
Everyone
mentioned
asks
it.
me.
Yeah. I've
Everyone
told
asks
you,
me, but men don't shop enough.
I don't know. This
Except
guy
for you.
shops a lot.
Except for you. And
This
Ed.
outfit's brand new. He just got it today.
Except for you
Just
and
for today.
and Ron, but most men shop 2 times a year.
That
Yeah.
is boring. No
Yeah.
way. Him and I
I don't
get
know,
off, we get
though.
off the
I
plane,
mean-
and I'm like, bro, I gotta stop by the store real quick and get
Yeah.
a couple of shirts or something.
I mean, I do
Because
think
you can wear the same top the next 5 days and nobody notice.
That's true.
True.
Not because they don't pay attention to you, but man, you have basic white shirt,
yes.
black
That's very
shirt,
true.
gray shirt.
Just wear
So
we're
even if
different,
you
right?
wear-
Black shirt with white, white
Yeah,
with
I
gray,
mean-
gray with gray.
But if I wear this today and I wear it again tomorrow, they like, oh, she wore it yesterday.
It's the design of it. I get it.
It's
yeah.
That's true.
A t-shirt looks like a t-shirt, but
yeah.
a women's shirt,
Yeah,
it's very
the style
yeah,
different, you
I
know.
get it.
So t-shirt, you can have 10 different t-shirt, 10 t-shirt, 10 of the same t-shirt,
Yeah.
and nobody
I get
knows.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I feel like there would be a niche market for that too, though.
Oh yeah, there's a niche for everything. There's a niche for everything.
And I feel like your creative mind and with your whole
but
team
too
and
much
stuff.
competition for, but
Small.
Gotcha.
for
It's just
for
oversaturated.
too many competition, and you guys don't buy enough.
Yeah, not enough
So not,
consumer.
it's not
Women
enough
will
payout.
shop every day.
Yes,
Yeah.
they will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on the phone this morning. My boyfriend driving. He go, "What are you shopping? What are you?"
He,
doing?"
Yeah.
he didn't even ask like,
I
who
go,
are you
"I'm
from?"
looking at baby clothes."
Yeah, right. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there could be something there for you. I've always
Oh
said
yeah,
it.
there's a niche for everything. You know, there's a niche for shoe, for pen, for baby or toddlers,
Right.
or you know, there's a
course.
niche for everything. I'm just interested in like different look.
Yeah.
You know, short dresses, long dresses. You know, long sleeve, short
The
sleeve.
design of it.
Men have very, you know, limited
Basic,
style.
That is true.
And most
And
of
I
us are
love colors.
yeah, most of us are colorblind anyway.
Yeah.
So like I'm colorblind. I think he's colorblind. You know, so I wear gray, black, and white. You know, probably 80%, 90%
I
of the
love
time.
colors. I love bright colors.
Yeah.
And men have basic colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, that's probably why
gray,
your
white.
Miami store does the best. Cause
Right. right.
The vibrant colors, the sexy dresses.
And the bling bling.
Yeah.
I like statement pieces, and like you walk, the woman walk by, and then the man would turn the head.
Break their neck.
Yeah. Unless you wanna me to make you a neon T-shirt.
Yeah,
or
probably
neon
not.
shirt or pants.
Maybe if
Make
it's
'em
a
one, make 'em
special
a
event,
neon
Halloween or something. No, I get you though.
Yeah.
So how did you?
I mean, there's design now. They're super successful.
Yeah, yeah.
But because I'm not each designer have different. Like some designer they like bridal.
It's what they're focused on, their
bridal
expertise,
clothes.
right?
Some designer like to do men clothes. Some like to design shoe. So they're different
you like
designers.
women's
I
dresses.
just like women
Yeah,
dresses.
it's more of your passion.
Yeah, it's like I can see myself when I was younger. It's also depend on the stage too. Like when I was 26, I used to party, so I like party dresses. Now, if you ask me, I don't mind to get into bridal dresses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind because now at this stage of my life,
Right.
it's different.
It's
vision.
evolved.
Yeah, I can see myself in bridal
Matches
dresses.
with your
But when I was
personality,
25 young, I wasn't interested in bridal
Right.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
So it just depend on the stage of your life too.
Definitely have to have the confidence,
Right.
Yeah.
I just love colors. I love colors, and so I see different colors on different people. I'm always interested in seeing like what you look like in red, what you look like in blue, green,
That's
or
funny, man.
what you look like in short dresses, long dresses.
Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
I love seeing different things on different people.
Yeah.
Some people love basic stuff, so therefore they create basic stuff. I like stuff that out there, like
Yeah.
a statement piece. So therefore, I like colorful stuff.
That's a good word to use. I was gonna say all your stuff is it makes a statement, like you
Yeah.
said, those head turners
Right.
and all that. So with how many stores are you actually in?
Well, I
Like your
don't have it on
collections.
top of my head, but
Round numbers.
we've been around for a while. So store the Miami store. Your dad loved to go there. Red Zebra.
I bet
They
he
have
does.
the biggest
Takes all his.
I bet he
His
does.
friends.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I saw your dress there," and then I'm like,
I bet
"Oh,
he did.
yeah." Well, don't buy from them.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Oh, that's funny,
Yeah,
Ronnie. Shout
but
out to Ronnie.
yeah, right now we focus more online,
Yeah.
a lot online, because time different now. After COVID too. Some
Especially.
store are still out there, and some store
Are not.
it's not. So the last 5 years, we've been focusing on selling online more than we used to. Time different. People don't really go to store buying much like they used to anymore. Everyone shop online.
Yeah.
Like 99% everyone shop online. Free shipping,
Returns.
exchange and return
Yeah.
anytime.
That's crazy that you say that. Like a lot of like female family members that I have with whatever it is, and even like myself with just products in general, it's like, oh, I'll buy like 5 of something, and then if I don't, kind of different things, but maybe the same, and whichever one I like the best, I'll keep. The other ones I'll just send back.
Everyone
so that
shop
makes sense.
online.
How does your team do like advertising on these social platforms, and that's how you're getting the online business?
Well, we've been around for a while, so we have clients that go to the store. They went to the store and they familiar with our brand, so they continue to buy. So, and then we also have new customer that we advertise on social media, and they see it, they buy. So we have an own customer that been buying from
Yeah.
us, and then we have new customer from all these advertisers that we do on social media. Yeah, and then or sometimes we post interesting content that they follow us, and they, oh, that's a beautiful dress, and yeah, we got
I
traffic.
honestly want to get a better understanding of like the creative process, the how you turn something from like your head, an idea, onto an actual article of clothing. When I was younger, I used to be super into kind of fashion, and me and my sisters would, because I grew up in a house full of girls, so they would always tell me, "Ivan, this looks good," or I would help them like dress up. Hey, take those shoes off, put those heels on, and we'd kind of help each other out. So I've always been interested in. When I was younger, I was like, maybe when I'm older, I might want to like design some clothes, but I never like comprehended how you would get like an idea onto an actual piece of clothing. Like, so when you get an idea of something, do you start like drawing it down and then like have people start cutting like pieces of fabric up, or
Right.
how does it go from like your head onto an actual
Well,
dress design?
Right. So, like I say, when I was 7, I'm looking at the fabric my mom have extra.
So you had that experience, which is great, right?
Yeah. So I look at it. I have extra fabrics. I'm just looking there, the fabric. I'm like, oh, I could make a shirt for myself, but I don't like a normal shirt. So I'm gonna make one size shorter than another, just
like it,
because I don't
yeah.
like a normal straight bottom shirt. So I'll make asymmetrical shirt, like
Yeah,
one side to
kind
another.
of slanted.
So do you
And-
think someone that's trying to get into the field has to be knowledgeable in how to use a sewing machine and how to get in there and cut fabrics and
I actually don't know how to sew.
okay. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So you might
the
not then.
visionary.
Yeah, you might not. Yeah.
I have a vision,
And you give your
I can
idea to-
I can do the pattern, and I can do the drawing, but then I have someone sew it for me. Remember, I never went to school for this.
Right, yeah.
So I attempted during COVID. I attempted to sew the mask.
Sewing
I
mat.
wasn't successful at it. It took me 2 hours. I'm like, okay, you know what?
Missing a nose piece.
I just buy it
and-
from Amazon.
Yeah.
I give up. Yeah.
Yeah. So so it just come
So that's what I'm saying. So you have the idea and you start drawing it out and give it to someone, or how?
right. So when I was 7, I drew it out, and then I'll cut it myself, and then I sew by hand. I know how to sew by hand, but I don't know how to use a machine.
Okay.
Kind of old-fashioned
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
And then in high school, fashion, sometimes you wear high rise and sometimes you have low rise. And for Asian, we have a shorter torso. So I never really liked the idea of Asian wear, or not just Asian, but anyone have a
The shorter torso.
and wear high rise, because then you see this part of here shorter.
Right.
So I'm looking at my friends. I'm like, we need to cut those jeans like really low. And they were like, what?
Makes you look a little longer.
I'm
Right?
like, it kind of balances our body versus like,
Right.
And so they was like, oh, how does it look like with that jean? Back in the day, we were wearing Armani or Guess jean.
Yeah.
So I just took mine out and I cut them really low, super low, and they love it. So I start cutting all this. So I think I just have a vision in my mind that, okay, this person look good with this, and that person
Yeah.
look good with this.
Like the body
and
types and the
if
dress
you
that
tall,
could fit
you
on
have
that.
high
Yeah.
Right.
torso, you can wear anything.
But
high,
how do you go from making something from nothing?
yeah,
is what
so
I mean,
so then when I get older, I'm always looking when I go out. I'm always looking at girls wearing stuff, and I'm always sitting there and go, that dress would be better if it's shorter or longer. So when it's come to real life, when I was starting my business, and I sat down and I'm like, okay, well, we go club, we need a dress that shows some legs. Oh, maybe it's too hot to wear long sleeve or short sleeve. It would be nice if the woman showed their back, and so it's just come in my mind with different ideas. So I putting it down. And of course, some idea come out like, this is okay. And then some like, ooh,
this is
that
really
look
good,
really
yeah.
good. Because sometimes you have an idea, but when you wear it, when a model wear it, you go, or when you put it on the mannequin, you go, oh, it's it's okay. There's
Yeah.
nothing
It's not
different.
what I thought. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, maybe that idea been already done already. So we'll just do some, because I like a statement piece. So what we were known for, and I think your dad or you bought it. It was a top that have the change in the back.
Yep, I think
So
I bought
that
it.
was
It was white.
yeah.
Yep, I bought it.
Right. So that was how popular.
Is that the one you tried on?
Yeah, that was the one I tried on.
I'm sure you had a nice back. So yeah, so that was a good one of our popular design. So yeah, so I have an idea. I put it on paper, and then I put on the mannequin. We have it sew up, and then we put it on the mannequin. We'll take a look, and then we go, oh, that's really nice. Some we go, wow, that's really nice.
So are you good at drawing?
I get it, John.
Did you get it from your dad?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, my sister is an artist, and and then my brother is an interior designer. So I think it's run in the family.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You guys have that art
Yeah.
kind of
The
bloodline.
design kind
Right.
of mind with the vision.
Being creative.
Yeah.
And besides being creative for clothing, I love to create any other like I love to like when I make food, I like to present it
The presentation of it.
Yeah.
a nice way too.
Right.
So even coffee, right? So I'm not really good at making coffee, but I have an idea of how to present. Like you put a cup on there and then you draw stuff on. You
Yeah.
know how you see
All the
all
swirls,
those
Yeah,
photos.
the
Yeah.
hearts
Or
and the, you know.
or the flavor, you
Yeah.
know, the idea of what flavor go with the coffee. So same with the dresses, right? Like I love marketing in general. I love anything being creative.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I definitely understand how like you have to have that visual presentation first. I'm big on that. Like you said, even with food, like these guys sees me snapping pictures of everything like in different angles and stuff. He's like, bro, hurry
I love
up, let's
taking
go.
photo too.
You know?
Yeah, I loved during COVID. Photographer wasn't working, model wasn't working, makeup artist. Then I don't think that you could be close to each other. Remember, everyone
Yeah,
had to
when
be
it first-
That's
so
so
yeah,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I actually, this neighbor have a daughter. She's beautiful and tall, like a model looking. I go, let's go and shoot some photo. And I've been doing this enough that I kind of know the angle, the lighting, the process of photo shoot. So I'm like, let's go to the beach, and because we neighbors, so we go, okay, we trust each other.
Oh yeah,
you know?
you
Yeah.
guys
So
live next door to
Of
each
course.
other.
yeah. So we was like, let's just go and do some photo shoot. And so I love shooting photo, not for living, but
Just for
as
fun,
a hobby,
yeah.
for fun. So I love anything, creative.
That's pretty
Yes.
cool. Yeah. No.
So how would one, I know you told us about your background and kind of how you started, but let's say for anyone out there that's kind of looking or thinking about getting started and kind of has that itch for, designing, making their own clothing brand or not even that, even being a part of a company and a brand like yours, how would one start? Like, where do you even start?
I recommend that person should either intern or get a job as any company, a fashion company, and learn.
Everything.
Learn from there. Because if you started something and you don't have a good background, you don't have experience, most likely you're gonna make mistake. Some mistake may cost money
Yeah.
and your time.
Yeah.
So, you had to pay your tuition, graduate from school, whether from intern or working somewhere or go to school. So the best way is to intern or get a job somewhere, learn from it, and then you will make mistake when you have your own business. You always make mistake, but the mistake, you narrow your mistake.
No, I
down,
agree. It's always
smaller.
beneficial to have a coach. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
otherwise, you'll make mistake, and mistake costs money.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy the other day with trading, and he was saying, well, he trades stocks and other things, and he was saying the same thing, how, you know, he has a lot of friends that are trying to do it, and they're making all these mistakes, losing a lot of money, and he, on the other side, went and just paid for a coach, and he's like, I bypassed so many of the mistakes that these guys are making just because I went and sought, you know, someone that had more experience than I did and learned from them and got in there and stuff like that. So yeah, I totally understand.
Or a good mentor.
Right. Yeah.
Do you have people that reach out to you? Like message you on Instagram or email you or whatever, and just like kind of like what you said, getting that mentor. Does anyone ever reach out to you?
Well, I talk to the intern a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, so the intern, I always give them advice. Like share with them how I started, what mistake I made. I always recommend them to work somewhere else and then start your own business.
Yeah.
It's safe that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can. It's just you go a harder route.
Right.
You know, I didn't have any experience.
Yeah.
But 15 years ago, it was a little different. There wasn't a lot of social media. There wasn't a lot of option. There are not many choices. So, and then the amount of boutique that I know, and you can do it. It's just harder. You have to work harder.
Yeah.
10 times harder than if you're already in the industry. You already know the shortcut.
Yeah.
But when you don't know the shortcut, it takes you longer. Two people are gonna get there, but one take longer or harder way to, or work harder. The other one is shortcut.
Yeah.
If you're already in the business.
Kind of like what you were saying.
Yeah.
Just bypassing people.
Yeah, bypass.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's the advice I always give all the interns to start working at somewhere, even if it's an intern job.
Just get your feet wet somewhere, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you study at school with a book, different than the actual work you put in when you work for someone. Because in reality, it's sometimes different than what they say in the book, right?
Yeah.
So yes, I've seen so many interns that they so talented. They really talented. They God, I'm looking at them like you say, how do you get this piece
Idea onto something.
So now I'm looking at them like, wow.
How'd you do that?
18-year-old, how do you come up with that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a creative mind for sure. It's
cool. I mean, even though I'm creative, I'm looking at other people's work, I'm always intrigued by any business, anyone that come up with something, like Amazon. How do you get that?
Yeah.
From nothing, right?
Yeah.
Uber, right?
Yeah. So I'm always feel like, how do you get that idea? It's always great to see people so successful and like, how do you get that idea?
I feel like sometimes a lot of people are on drugs, man. Honestly,
oh, yeah.
you know,
just do it.
Yeah.
You know, when you like something, you just do it, and then I think when you're really passionate about something, you'll make it work. Yeah. And you know, business sometimes it doesn't always go smoothly. Have all this thing come up, and they don't normally go with your plan. But if you really love it, what you do, you'll get over it, and you'll be so successful in what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank
for
you.
letting us come to your beautiful, magnificent home here in Laguna Beach. And we appreciate it. I know we'll see you soon.
Well, hopefully you guys will be... one day I'll see you guys all over social media.
I appreciate it.
And I say, well,
thank you.
No, we're gonna tell a lot of our friends too to shop at Tracy and Collection. Yeah, I want to see a lot of people in the dresses.
I appreciate
for sure.
that. Thank you guys for your time.
For
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
you.
All right.